Looked as good on tape as it did Saturday, so I'm okay with that one. Not quite sure why he did it, but you know, it worked out fine. And you know, somebody alluded to his basketball career. I told you before, I saw him in 6th grade, 7th grade. He wasn't throwing many assists back then. If the ball went to him, it stayed there. You know, it was usually going in the direction of the basket. So, as he's matured, it's brought out some good attributes in him.
Norm's status for this week?
Yeah, Norm's gaining ground. It was great having him in the stadium. He will not travel this week, I think we're probably you know, anywhere from like 5 to 8 days, at least based on what I know, before he comes home. So that's we're gaining ground here, and it was great having him there. You know, he was certainly enthused, and yeah, I think we're getting real close to coming back home, and the next step will be getting him in the office a couple hours a day, that type of thing. So we're gaining ground. He won't be here this Saturday.
Looking back on the Michigan State game and taking a look at the film, this had to be one of Ohio's finest games, did it not?
Yeah, I haven't looked at it big picture wise, but you know, we had it going all 3 phases, and that's, you know, it starts there. And I think the biggest thing was we played better on special teams. That's really kind of been hindering us during the course of this season. And you know, a lot of times it's subtle stuff, but field position's a big thing. It's better to have a good defense, or easier to play good defense when they've got to go 80 or 75 yards as opposed to 50. And thought we covered more aggressively. That was number 1 on the list. I think that's seen that way from the sidelines, and I thought looking at the tape it looked the same way. So our temperament was better on special teams, and you know, if we can continue to build on that could be a good thing for us. So hopefully we're moving in the right direction. You know, Donahue punted very, very well. He's been doing it all season long, but he had a great day punting. And those are the things that help us play better football. And I think everything else fed off of that, but that was a positive step.
You're someone who always talks about November's when things start to matter a little bit, and not to get wrapped up in September, October. You come in a spot now where I think there's 8 teams within about a game and a half of first place. Is this what you expected in the Big Ten?
I really didn't have any expectations, but I did peek at it Sunday night. I think I was reading the papers, and the only conclusion I came up with was, yeah, exactly. I think there are 3 teams that have more than 2 losses in the conference. So I mean, anything could happen the next month, and that's what makes it interesting. And I don't know how that compares to other conferences, but historically the Big Ten's been fairly wide open since '81. I will help break that ice after 13 years of same old stuff. So that's what makes it interesting. And yeah, this month will be a good month for fans to be paying attention.
Is this going to be a little different, or will you miss it in the future now when we have the division and the title game and all? Will you kind of miss some of the pennant race feel?
Yeah, I guess you cut it right in half, right?
Yeah.
6 teams to look at instead of 11. I got to think about that for a minute. So, yeah, I haven't looked that far ahead, but yeah, it'll be different.
November is traditionally where